And finally, we're going to close today's sermon just remembering what we said in the beginning, that the title of our sermon is Exalting Marriage, and that's exactly what I believe this passage is all about. Jesus is trying to restore an exalted view of marriage in the minds of his audience, and in ours as well. Marriage is hard. It is not easy. Marriage is hard because uh, it's not easy to change for the better, and marriage makes that kind of demand on every single one of us. Marriage requires that I become more humble and less prideful, that I become um, more selfless and less selfish. Marriage is going to require that I put someone else first and stop putting myself first so much. Marriage is going to require sacrifice. Marriage is going to require that the things that I want are going to have to take a back seat more and more often, so that what my spouse needs begins to take precedence in my life. I'm going to have to be kind when I want to be mean. I'm going to have to be gracious when I want to be vindictive. I'm going to have to be forgiving towards things that I don't want to forgive for, and I want to keep holding things against my spouse. I'm going to have to be willing to ask for forgiveness when I've done wrong, and I know I've done wrong, but I feel like I shouldn't have to ask for forgiveness. I'm going to have to be forgiving for things over and over and over again, the same things, and I'm going to have to eat crow and ask for forgiveness for the same things again and again and again. I'm going to have to learn how to live with the weaknesses of others, and I'm going to have to learn how to live in the grace of someone else. Marriage is hard. That's just scratching the surface of all the things that are going to be put on you as demands in marriage. It's hard. It's the greatest challenge to a person's character that there is in this life. And so, this is the reason why I said in the beginning that holiness is the solution to a problematic marriage. And this is why I said at the beginning that marriage is not about my happiness, marriage is about my holiness. And allowing marriage to be an instrument of sanctification in my life, whereby God is using this vehicle of marriage to make me more and more like Jesus, and where I'm an instrument in the hand of God to help my spouse grow, and they are an instrument in God's hand to help me grow. And really, the what I would hope for my marriage and for all of your marriages is that at the end of our lives, our spouses and we would be able to say about each other that I'm a better Christian for having been married to you, and they're a better Christian for having been married to me. That's what I would hope. That's the whole purpose of this. And so a lot of people, they short circuit that opportunity to grow by bailing on marriage before they actually allow a process of trials and hardships and difficulties and self-sacrifice to play out, whereby they would emerge on the other side a stronger and better Christian. And what I'm saying today is that we really need to be committed to God in our marriages, not committed to ourselves before everyone and everything else. And so let's leave today with a conviction to have humbler, softer hearts. Let's leave today with the conviction that marriage is not about us and our happiness, but our marriages are about God and holiness and serving Him and serving our spouses. And then let's let Him fill in all the happiness that's going to come when we commit ourselves to Him in our marriages.